ready to kick off this game between the under 15 AA Toros and the Kingston Voyageurs. Kingston Canadians, sorry. As we start off period number 1, kept in here by Kingston, looking for the first shot on Alan Mundy, who gets the first save. At the other end, it's going to be Pierce in goal for Kingston. Mundy is getting the pressure on him early, taken away here by Logan McMurray, though, with a lead pass for Evan Hay. Out of his reach, no icing on the play. Hay trying to win the battle in behind the net now. Coming back in behind the goal for an opportunity to try and get it out of his own end for Kingston. That lead pass was broken up by Hay as he goes off to the corner. Hay right in front of the net. Backhand shot. That gets stopped there by Pierce and gets cleared away by Kingston. A rolling puck down the ice right into Mundy, who's going to play this off to the defender. Here comes the lead pass up through the center. That's going down the ice. And it's not going to have enough to go for icing. Trying to be the first one there on the puck. On that right side here for the Toros here to try and get it back in front. As Cliff is waiting out in front, number 17. From behind the goal here for Kingston. Moving this away through center, dumping that in. That'll go over the stick there of Hill, who came back there to sweep it away. Right back in behind the net, over the stick of Mundy. From their own end. Leading this right there was Colehausen with a drop pass. Got it over here now for Cliff, who tried to flip it away. That's knocked down here by Kingston. And that shot got knocked down, trying to get it out of his own end. Clearing it out of the way as that Boburn trying to dump it in here for Kingston. Right back into the corner. Mundy, that's not going to go off his stick, over his stick, off to the side. Shaw puts it around the boards here for Cliff, and it'll get cut off before it reaches him. In behind the net now. Back here to the line, looking to take a shot to the front of the net. Mundy with a right pad stop. He's being sharp early as that goes down the ice, and that is going to go for icing. Face-off is coming off now to the right of the Toros end. Trying to flip this around the boards, knocked down here on the other end. Trying to put this back in behind the net now. Taken away here by the Toros as they fire it around the boards. Trying to dump that out the back end boards, and that gets knocked down here from center. Trying to move it up there for McCracken, went over his stick. From their own end there was McKay trying to get to it. Lead pass from Braden Fair, trying to get it back into the Kingston end. Here comes an opportunity now, but McCormick can't shoot it. Here comes the chance now for Page to go off to the corner. Page taking hit there from Fair in behind the net. Getting some help there with Brock Gardner trying to take him off the puck in behind the goal. Fair and Gardner trying to dig the puck free from that corner. Tip back in behind the net now. Here comes a chance to try and clear it out of his own end with a lead pass to Ethan Legg, trying to dump it out of his own end. Gets it past Sousa as McCormick came in and took Legg down. We're getting our first penalty, and that's probably going to go to McCormick for taking down Ethan Legg. Face-off is coming off now to the left of the Kingston end. Pierce getting ready in the goal for Kingston as Whitlock wins that draw. Chase Whitlock tried to get it back here to the line. Good job to hold that in. Here comes a chance now. Not going to be able to shoot it, so he pushes it off to the side. Trying to get it back here to the line again. Here comes a shot on that. That is redirected in front. And they score! A redirection out in front, and it doesn't take long for the power play to strike and make it 1-0. McMurray now to take this draw. He might have been the one who got his last stick on that, as he was the one that led the line up down the... Yeah. McMurray gets the goal on the redirection out in front. Ethan Legg tried to get there on the other end. Whitlock and Broadhagen get the assist on McMurray's goal. Here comes a chance now, trying to get this away on the other end. He tips it back into the Kingston zone as they take this from behind their own net. Looking for that lead pass, getting it up there through center. Looking to find Knox. Here comes a chance to bring it in. He'll slip it in deeper as McCracken puts it in behind the goal. Now McCracken tried to go after the loose puck. Cole Tashla is out there as well. Bishop trying to get to this loose puck here from center. Up through center comes McCracken. He's going to get met there on the other end. Bishop trying to dig it free as well. Ben Shaw from behind his own goal now. Shaw had it stripped off him as they try and get this puck from behind the goal. Skating it away there is Cole Tashla. Tashla plays it to himself and now brings it in. Tashla shot! Just going wide past the glove hand of Pierce. But it stays in the zone. Here comes a chance for Gardner. Scores! Brock Gardner snaps it past Pierce. And the Toros have jumped out to an early 2-0 lead. Kingston already had to use that their timeout as the Toros have come out with a fury with 2 goals. Although Kingston had the first couple of big opportunities, Monday stood his ground and let his offense take over from there. A power play goal by Logan McMurray. An even strength goal here by Brock Gardner. Has him up by 2. Evan Hay coming after that loose puck. Chance now to clear this out here for Kingston. They'll bring this up over the blue line. Backing up there to try and hold him off is Cole Housen, as Housen tried to get this out of his own end. Getting some help there with leg as it's back in behind the net. As it's going off to the corner, taken away there finally by Trace Whitlock. Trace Whitlock tried to get around the defender and he gets held up, but he's able to push it deeper back in behind the net. Taken away here by Kingston with a lead pass. He's going to try and find some open ice through center with a drop pass. That's going to be an offside as soon as he brings it up over the line by Kendall. Whitlock will take this draw right here in front of us and win it cleanly. Ethan Sickma will get that away from his own end. Big hit over there at the Toros bench area. Trying to put this back in behind the net as Mundy will leave it back there. Braden Fair from behind his own goal will get it over here for Cliff over his stick. Another opportunity to dump it in. This will stay in play, and Fair picks it up from behind his own net. Braden Fair sees the pressure on, gets it over here for the other side. Late pass for Whitlock as they tried to bring it in. Trace Whitlock drops it off with a chance to shoot that puck. He had it swept away off his stick. Now it's an opportunity now for Cliff to dump that in. Hit the Kingston defender on the dump in. Whitlock tried to put it in. Cliff is over there as well, but can't get it back in the zone. Alan Mundy will keep it back behind the goal. Good job there by Fair to tip it away. Off the boards, not out. Good job to keep that in. Tashler is in there digging as well to try and dig it out. From behind that corner on the right side. He gets it back here to the blue line. Good job to try and hold it in, but it did squeak out over the line. Kingston get the opportunity to move this over here to the other side. With a late pass up through center, they try and bring it in. That's dumped past the glove hand right on Mundy, and he'll freeze it up. Sickma goes to the box for head contact for 4 minutes. Face-off is off to the right now of Alan Mundy. Rolled on net, kicked aside by Mundy off the draw. Jackson Broadhagen tried to keep his man there in the corner. But it's finally going to squirt free, trying to get this puck out of the zone. Evan Hay trying to get that out of his own end on the backhand. Clearing this away out of his own end to bring it in. He'll take one right to the front of the net. Shot! Just fired wide on that opportunity. As it comes around the other side here for Kingston, back in behind their own net. He'll leave it back there and take his time in behind the goal. Evan Hay trying to put pressure on to cause a turnover, but it's back up the other way. Knocked down by Broadhagen and put back in the zone. That leads to an opportunity now for Whitlock, but he can't spring through past the defense. Knocked down again by Broadhagen as he puts that into the Kingston bench and out of play. Face off there was Whitlock trying to win that draw. That goes back into the Kingston end where Campbell had control of it and dropped it off. Campbell goes for that lead pass over here to the other side. trying to bring it in up over the line. He's got to get around with a pass. Whitlock will pick it off and fire it away down the ice. That goes past Campbell back into the corner as the Toros kill off more time on this 4-minute double minor to Ethan Sigma. From their own end. Going to try and start it out with a pass. That goes tape to tape as he brings it in. Campbell's going to the front of the net. Kendall is going to the front of the net as well. Trying to keep him from behind the goal was Hill as he tried to get it free, as that's back in behind the net again. Wrapped around the boards and out, as that didn't hit any of the Toros players, so it stays in play. Campbell brings it in. Campbell takes it from behind the net. Almost 2 minutes left to go on the first double minor. Here comes an opportunity to keep control of it. He's got control of it now. It pushes it off to the left side. From behind the goal now. Hit into the boards. Up against there was Hausen. From behind the net, they try and set it up there. Uppo as they tried to dump it out in front. From behind their own net, he tried to set it up. Right back in behind the goal goes Kingston. Coming around the other side here, it'll get kept in from the blue line. Back here for Campbell. Campbell shot, hit a skate and went into the corner. Knox is trying to dig it out in front, taken away, and slapped past Campbell down the ice. All the way back into the corner it goes. For an opportunity to try and start this from his own end. It's the lead pass broken up by the Toros as they put it back into the offensive zone. Tashler tried to get it there on the other side. Leading it up through center. Here comes a chance to try and spin away for Knox, and he can't shoot it, so he drops it back here to the blue line instead. Over here to the left side to try and get it back here to the blue line. Over the stick, right on goal. That gets stopped there by Pierce as he's going to steer it aside. Pierce had it in behind the net. Knocked down here by Ben Shaw, who will put it back in where it came from, back in behind the Kingston net. Now they started out from their own end to try and get around the defender here. He'll bring it up over the line for a chance to send one to the net. And McCormick gets taken down before he could shoot it. Found by the Toros and not out. Good job there by Kennedy. Kept it in. Kennedy drops it back here for Page. Page will get it over here to the other side and now gets broken up. Trying to find this on the other side. He tips it away and that's up through center. Big hit there as Tashler was taken down. That's going to be a penalty coming to Kingston. Face-off is off to the left of the Kingston end. And we're almost out of the penalty to Sigma. 4 seconds left. And then it'll be a power play for 1 minute and 50 seconds, as that was only a 2-minute minor for head contact. Here comes a chance to dump it in. Over here to the other side, he gets it back here to the line. Here comes Braden Fair with it now. Fair back here to the side. It's over here now for a chance to try and shoot this, but he can't shoot it to the front of the net. Souza gets the penalty for Kingston. Fair pushes it off to the corner. Back to the line again for Fair, trying to shoot it. It's going to be another Kingston penalty, so a 2-man advantage is coming up. Back here to the line for Fair. Shot on net. Stopped there and held on to by Pierce. Face-off is off now to the left of the Kingston end. Here comes a chance to try and shoot it. And it's Hill getting control of it. Colehausen shot. That got stopped there by Pierce as he closes the legs and hangs on. But Bean's the one that gets the penalty to make this a 2-man advantage. Colehausen shot. Stopped there by Pierce. And he'll hold on to it. Face-off is off to the right of the goal. Wins it cleanly. Jackson Broadhagen shot. That's dropped there by Pierce. Still loose from the side, and they're going to cover it up. Face-off again. Off to the left. Whitlock tries to win the draw. It goes back in behind the net instead. Found by Kingston. Dumped by Kingston down the ice. And now it's left there by Mundy in behind the goal. From in behind his own net, he'll start this out. He'll start it leading up with Broadhagen from his own end. Trying to start the end-to-end rush here is Jackson Broadhagen. Hagen's in. Stop, rebound. And just fired wide on the backhand. Back here to the line for Braden Fair. Fair. Over here to the other side. Shot. That gets stopped. Back here for Fair again. Shot. Stopped there with a right pad of Pierce. Toros putting the pressure on now on the power play to try and start something. Evan Hay trying to win that battle over here on the side, and Whitlock helps him out. back here for Fair again. Fair to Whitlock. Back to Fair again. Shot. Stopped there by Pearson. This one he's going to hang on to and stop the Toros pressure. Face-off now is coming off to the right of the Kingston end. Here comes a shot. Scores! Broadhagen from the line is able to beat Pierce. And it's another power play goal for the Toros to make it 3-0. Face off here from center, won by McCann. Trying to dump it in, that goes over past Sigma into the corner. Another chance here for Shaw to try and get it out. Lead pass over here to the other side, and back comes Chase Whitlock. Whitlock will dump that deeper back into the Kingston zone. Harder on the boards, knocked off there by Shaw. Right in front, Shaw. He can't get one to the front of the net. It's off on that right side. Harder on the boards, it gets knocked down. Shaw with that loose puck. Ben Shaw with a lead pass. That gets knocked down here on the other side against Shaw. Chase Whitlock takes us from behind his own net now. Whitlock will start it out with a pass over here for Shaw. He had to make sure he made the play before Campbell took him off the puck. Trace Whitlock will take that back in behind his own net. Behind the Kingston goal, tries to start something, but now it's Kingston with the loose puck. Loses it there to Gardner, who can't set one up in front of the net. Over here with the side was Bishop trying to win the battle. Right back in, Gardner tried to tip it in. From their own end come Kingston. Up over the line for a shot on goal. It's going to whistle in wide past the glove hand. Bishop is racing after it here against Page as well. Bishop trying to stick to his man to knock him off the puck. That's going to do it for period number 1. And what a start for your Toros. A power play goal by Logan McMurray. A goal by Brock Gardner. And then a power play goal by Jackson Broadhagen. Rounded out the scoring in period number 1. A 3-0 lead to go to the second period. Here we go to kickoff period number 2. Lead a pass for Cole Tassler is tipped off his stick. Dump right back into the Kingston end as they bring it in. They've got Gardner going to the front of the net, but Tassler will keep to himself. Wrapped around the boards here for Tassler to try and get it again. Hard around, trying to tip it out through center, and it's an opportunity now for McCracken to put that back into the corner. All the way back into the right side from behind the goal. Trying to take him off the puck here on the right side. That comes out and goes all the way back into the Kingston end. From behind their own goal, gets dropped off. Here comes a chance to bring it over here, and that is Page trying to dump it in. From behind their own net. Dumped up. Here comes a pass. He's racing after it. He's all alone. Stop there. It's right in behind Pierce, but he got bailed out by the whistle and his defenseman in behind him. Face-off is off to the right of Pierce now. Getting set. Looking to take that shot off the draw was Whitlock. Shaw helped him out. Back in behind the goal goes Cliff after it now. Cliff tried to win that battle over there on the other side. As that gets tipped out, here comes Knox racing after it here for Kingston. Knox will go off to this left side to try and set it up in front. He got pushed in behind the goal to try and take the puck away from him. Taken away here by the Toros with a stretch pass. Tipped away through center. Here comes a pass to the other side as Whitlock brings it in, but his shot is going in wide. Shaw tried to keep it on that right side. Good job by Fair to hold it in. That leads to Evan Hay to backhand it deeper into the corner. Whitlock goes for the hit to try to cause a turnover. Kept in by Fair from the line. Whitlock went for the hit and couldn't get there. Knocked back in behind the goal. Whitlock throwing his body around with a couple hits in behind the net. And now Hay tried to do the exact same thing, but he fell trying to attempt to hit. That goes out to the corner. From behind the goal, Alan Mundy will leave it back there. That leads for an opportunity here for the Toros to flip it away. That's up through center here for Ethan Legg, who slides it into the Kingston end. And now it's an opportunity here from the other side by McCormick. McCormick, he's not getting around. Look at McMurray. McMurray with already a goal in the game. This one he'll send in high and over the goal. Look at McMurray still after it. He sets up this opportunity here for leg. Back here to the line. Good job there to keep it in by Ben Shaw at the blue line. It's over here to try and dig that puck free through some maze of players. It goes back and behind the net. We're getting a penalty. This one's going to come to McMurray. As Brock Gardner is going to touch it up, we're going to get a penalty coming for slashing. Kingston now get to go to their power play, but this gets sent down the ice to start it off. All the way back into the corner. Trying to start something shorthanded. It's back in behind the net. Drop back in behind the goal here for Kingston. From behind their own net, he'll move it over here to the other side. Looks for that late pass up through center. As that's McCormick bringing it in. McCormick with a nice move, but can't shoot it just yet. Gets it back here to the blue line now. Shot to the front of the net. McCormick will pick this up on the right side and try and set this up in front here for player out in front of the goal, but he's getting guarded well by Shaw. Over here to the other side, they'll look for this open lane pass, and they score from the side of the net. As that was McCormick from the side of the goal, waiting for the pass, and he capitalizes from the side of the net for a power play goal to cut this to a 2-1 game. 3-1 game, sorry. Face-off is here now from center. Trying to win this draw. Colhausen has it back in his own end. Getting it over here to the other side. They're going to look for a pass over here. That's going down the ice back into the Kingston end. It's not going to have enough to go for icing, so he'll take it from behind his own goal. Over here, there was Shaw to try and win the battle. It gets pushed off to the left corner. Good job here by Cliff. Cliff taking it in behind the goal now. Cliff with a pass. Got back here for Hill. Hill a shot, tipped, stopped by Pierce on the way through. And now Kingston get the opportunity to clear. Good read there from center. He'll tip this one deeper back in behind the net. It was Ricochet in behind the goal. Trying to bump him off the puck there was Ethan Legg to cause a turnover. Here from his own end there was Colhausen from his bench area. Tipped in here by Toros right into the zone. Good job there by Evan Hay. He'll put it back in the zone. Coming around the left side now. It's a chance for Knox. He'll take it off to the corner but lose it to Whitlock. Coming around the boards. Hausen keeps that in. It's right back fired in behind the net. Coming around the left side. Evan Hay was after it against Knox. Hay's digging away at it here, but he can't get to the front of the net. Coming around the boards, it's going to get cut off there by Bishop with a shot as he made the hit, and the shot came from the line. Sigma tried to keep it in. That's knocked down here by Braden Fair on the dump-in attempt. Fair had control of it, now gets it here to the other side. They'll start it in with Evan Hay, but he can't get free, and Bishop could have knocked that down either. From their own end. Here comes Kingston up over the line. A shot on net. It's going to miss the glove hand of Mundy. Bishop picks it back up in his own end. Getting it over here to the other side. They try and find an open lane, and that lead pass almost hit McMurray. From their own end with a lead pass from McCormick. The lone goal scorer here for Kingston looks to do more damage, but this time Mundy's got his number. The face-off was off to the left of Mundy. Trying to keep this in. There's a shot on net. Right pass stopped there by Mundy as he kicked it off to the right. Trying to keep this in there was Dowdell and couldn't do it. Jackson Broadhagen has that loose puck to try and get it out. Flipping it away. Kept in here by Kingston. A shot to the net is knocked down. Rolling puck. Trying to get to it. He's got a man going to the front of the goal with Brock Gardner if he would have got a pass over there to him. Here comes McCormick with it now along with Page. But can't get a pass to him. Ben Shaw back in his own end to try and dig it free. Getting some help there to try and dig it out, but Kingston come out with it, and they can't shoot one to the front of the net though. But we're getting another Toros penalty. This one is going to come to Shaw number 86. Hard around the boards, and we'll get a whistle. At the key face-off, Kingston power play. They got a chance now to cut this to a one-goal game. Back here to the blue line. Capped in here by Kingston, by Fand on the shot. Can't get one to the front of the net, though. Racing after it here on the other side, throwing one to the front of the net. It hit the side of the goal. Kingston keep control of it. That one is up against the side of the net where Mundy flags it down. Face-off is off to the right of the Toros end. As he pushes it back off to the right corner. Trying to walk this out in front against Whitlock. He gets it back here to the blue line. He's not going to be able to shoot it as it goes off to the corner now. Hill trying to win that battle in behind the net and get it free. It's around the boards for an opportunity to get it back here to the blue line and couldn't get one back there in time. Right in front, taken away right in front of the goal. Stopped there by Mundy, right in close from the slot area. Kept in by Kingston, drop pass. Pushed off here to the left side. Right to the front of the net. It's going to go in behind the goal now. Right out in front. Can't convert on the pass, so he takes it from behind the goal. Evan Hay trying to stick to his man along with Colehausen on that left side. It's from behind the net now. Trying to set it up. He'll find him. Looking to take the shot, but can't shoot it. Right back into the corner now. In behind the net, they try and set it up. It's from behind the goal. They try and go from that left side right through the crease area. Getting knocked down here and back here to the blue line. A shot that gets tipped and wide of the goal. Keep control of it there was Kendall to the side with a shot, and that might have caught the blocker hand of Mundy, who came up big and put it into the netting. Face-off now is off to the left of the goal. It's from behind their own net to try and get it back here to the line. It's back in behind the net, trying to bump him off there. Kept in here by Kingston. A shot to the net is stopped there by Mundy as it comes around the other side. Clearing it out and all the way down the ice as it goes for icing. Face-off now is off to the left of the Toros end. Here comes Leg to try and clear it out. That goes over the stick and gets knocked down here from center. Pushed back into the zone as that's back in behind the net. Coming around the other side with a lead pass. That's going over the stick. All the way down the ice. Back into the corner. Here comes a chance now for Evan Hay. Hay tried to throw it up in front. Leg tried to get here back in behind the net. Coming around the other side. Hay is trying to dig his man into the boards as that's going to try and get kept in by Sigma from the line. Here comes a chance by Knox with a lead pass. That's going down the ice as it goes for icing. Whitlock's going to take this draw. Trying to get it out. Braden Fair will put it back in behind the net. Trying to knock this down. That's Cliff up against the wall. Trying to get this back out in front. Taken away by Kingston as a backhanded away and not out. Good job there. Campbell scoops it up. Campbell's over here on the other side to try and get it out of his own end. Here comes a chance now to try and fire one to the front of the goal. It's going to go in wide and skip back in behind the net. Trying to get it back here to the line against Shaw now. Whitlock was over here on the other side and Broadhagen. That late pass for Page was over his stick. Braden Fair will take this back in his own end. Up here now for Dowdell, who tries to put it in. That gets knocked down. Here comes Broadhagen from his own end. Broadhagen with a lead pass up there for Whitlock. He'll tip it in. Here comes a chance to bring it up over the line. Cliff is waiting on his own. And that pass was over there for Cliff, but out of his reach. That shot gets blocked on the way through. Can't get to the net. From behind their own goal now. Kingston get the opportunity to skate with it. Dowdell's pass was up over the stick. Backhanded in there by Brock Gardner into the corner. From behind the net now. He's trying to win this battle against Gardner. The lead pass is knocked down from his own end. He'll skate it away. Over here to the other side, gonna look for a lead pass. That was broken up here by Tassler as he brings it in. Tassler shot, gets stopped there and held on to by Pierce. Face-off is coming now, off to the right of the goal. Trying to win that draw here on the other side. Here comes a chance, racing after it. Mundy's going to come out to play that as he leaves it off there for Housen. From behind his own goal now, he tries to fire it out. Got kept in here by Kingston with a shot from the blue line. It gets blocked and fired all the way out of the zone. Back into the corner, it'll go for icing. Face-off now is off to the right of the Toros end. Kingston had made this a 3-1 game. Toros jumped out to an early 3-0 lead on goals by McMurray, Gardner, and Broadhagen in the first period. McCormick has struck here in the second period for Kingston on a power play goal, which is where we're at now with 3-1, with 2:50 left to go here in the second period. Kept in here by Kingston. He's going to read that play well, trying to start a 2-on-1 and get around the defender of Beaubien. Backhand pass at the foot. Got steered aside by Pierce. And now Page tries to go away with it. Page and McCormick to try and bring it in. Here Page is hit into the boards on that right side. It goes back in behind the net. Trying to win this battle on the other side. Taking off his feet. Here comes a chance to try and clear it out. He'll flip it away through center. Getting knocked down here from center ice. Skating in now is Jackson Broadhagen with a pass. That was over the stick of Ethan Legg as they try and put it back in. Kingston will take this back in their own end and get a pass up here for McCormick. McCormick's pass is going to roll right into the Toros end. A chance for a stretch pass is going down the ice and going for icing. Face-off is off to the right of the goal. Here comes a quick shot on net. It's going to get tipped wide of the goal. From behind the net there, Kingston trying to set things up. It's from behind the net. Braden Fair trying to stick to his man, trying to stuff it in from the side, and Mundy had to be sharp on that, make sure that didn't make its way through. Here comes a chance to dump it in. Racing after it back in his own end comes Cliff after it now. Around the other side, that is Housen trying to get it back here to the blue line. Or Whitlock, sorry. Chase Whitlock going off to the side to try and set it up. It comes off to the left corner. From that right corner, he tried to set it up on a backhand. And behind the goal, that's going to try and squeak out, and it will. Last minute of play in period number 2. As that comes in offside. McCann's going to take this draw just outside the blue line now. Dowdell is going to backhand this into the zone, trying to knock it down. That'll get flipped up through center. A chance to try and shoot one on goal. That's going to miss the glove hand of Pierce. Kept in here by Hill, though. Hill is going to lose it. Good job there by Housen from the line to try and keep it in. Knocked down here from center. Housen will dump this right back in as they try and find that loose puck and get pushed off to the right side. 20 seconds left to go here in period number 2. Leg with a big hit in behind the goal. Hill tried for a hit as well. McCann can't get it out. Evan Hay on goal. That gets gathered up by Pierce. And he had thoughts about playing it off, but got the whistle instead. Face-off now is off to the left of the goal. Quick shot off the draw. That's going to go in wide. Coming around the boards here for an opportunity was Broadhagen. From behind the net. They'll keep it from behind the goal, and that's going to do it for period number 2. The only goal scorer was McCormick. On the power play, Toros still have a 3-1 lead to go to the third. Third period action from the Ricker between the under 15 AA Toros and Kingston. As that goes off to the corner to lead off period number 3. Up through center to try and dump it in. Knocked down off his stick. Brought in here for an opportunity by Souza as he puts it in behind the goal. It's off here on that right side. Back in behind the net it goes for a chance to dig that puck free. Right in front of the net, that's going to get knocked away. From the side, he goes back here to the line with a shot on goal, redirected, kicked out there by Alan Mundy. From behind the goal again. Hard around, capped in by Kennedy. Shot on net is going to hit Broadhagen on the way through, trying to get it out of his own end. Capped in again by Kingston, but this will get cleared out now. All the way down the ice, Tassilo is racing after that. Here comes a chance to bring it in with a drop pass. McCormick comes up over the line, as he has it taken away from him, and Tasla will come here to the other side and dump in. That's going up and out of play. Face off now from center. Right outside the center line. Cohausen with a pass for Shaw. Fired in the rest of the way by Trace Whitlock. In behind the goal now. Kingston will scoop that up. Try and get it around the boards from behind the net. It'll come around the other side here for an opportunity to dump it out. As Kingston with a chance to clear it in over the stick and back in his own end goes Hill after it. Hill will backhand it around the corner as that's an opportunity now for Shaw. Kept in by Bobian, who fires it wide. Cliff is coming after it now. He's off on that right side. Goes back in behind the net again. Bobian loses it and flipped away by the Toros through center over the stick of Cliff. Right back in the zone. Gets knocked down by Hill in his own end and now uses Hausen with a lead pass. Trying to find that loose puck now is Brock Gardner up over the line. Gardner couldn't shoot it, so he lost control of it to Kingston as they bring it in. Right on goal, that's going to miss the net and go off to the corner. Big hit, trying to knock him off the puck in behind the goal. Taken away here by the Toros as they flip it out, as that's going to get tipped away against Whitlock. Whitlock will steer it into the Kingston end. Back in behind the goal, they'll start this out. Hard around the boards to try and dump it out of his own end. From their own zone, he starts it, drops it back there to the line. With a lead pass, that'll get tipped out past Campbell. Trying to race after it there was Bishop, but he's not going to get there. Turnover. Here comes a chance to try and shoot the puck. Had it knocked away from him. Back comes Kingston back up the other way. Up over the line with a shot by McCormick going in wide. From in behind the goal, he's trying to take him off the puck. Tipping around the boards here for an opportunity. It goes back here to the blue line. A shot is blocked away by Alan Mundy. Miller Hope tried to get it out of his own end. Sickman tried to get it out. Sickman tried to get it out of his own end. Here comes a chance now for an opportunity to dump it into the corner. Knocked down by Brodhagen as he dumps it back in the zone, back in behind the Kingston net. Firing it around the boards here for an opportunity, as that's an opportunity now to bring it in. He's got to get around Brodhagen, and it'll get pushed wide. Brodhagen trying to help out along with Shaw around the boards. Got kept in by Campbell's shot. Shaw gets the opportunity to clear and can't do so. Kept in by Campbell again. The shot got tipped wide by McCormick. Evan Hay trying to get it out of his own end for McMurray, who tips it off. Here comes a chance to bring it in now, as he got it knocked away off his stick from the other side. Back in behind the goal it goes. Ethan Legg is out there, number 13, trying to do something here with the puck. Lead pass up through center. Knocked down here by McMurray. That would have been offside. Here comes a chance now to bring it in. And it's a chance for Page here in front of us. Page is getting pinned into the boards by Shaw as he's trying to dig that puck out of there. Both Shaws are in there to try and dig it out. And now they will. And they get it up there for Trace Whitlock. Shaw and Whitlock almost collide. Campbell shot. Good stick stop there by Mundy. Got enough of his stick on it to put it up into the netting and out of play. Here comes a chance now to win this draw off to the left of Alan Mundy. Almost 10 minutes exactly left to go here in period number 3. Kicked out of the draw was Tasla. In to take it now comes Gardner. Gardner's not going to take it either. Now we finally get somebody who will, and it's Hill. One by Kingston. Hard around the boards. Kept in here by Uppo. Throwing one to the net. Brock Gardner knocked it down and then sends it the length of the ice right into Pierce, who's going to stop it and then freeze it up. Face-off was to the right. It goes back into the Toros end. Knox racing after it here and behind the goal. Trying to get it back here for Bobian, and he's not going to get there. Bobian, that goes over his stick and goes back into the Kingston end now. From his own zone, he's trying to bump him off the puck. Trying to get this away from his own zone. That'll get knocked down here from center. Here comes Gardner to bring it in. He'll get knocked away off the puck. Off to the corner it goes now to try and keep it in. As he puts it, charge into that, trying to keep it to the front of the net. That was Gardner trying to send one there. And now there's Tassilo with a shot on net. That gets stopped by Pierce. Face-off now is off to the right of the Kingston end. From behind the goal now is Evan Hay now. Evan Hay lost control of the puck and back comes Kingston the other way. Bringing it up over the line now. It's up is Page trying to spin away from the defender. Taken away here by Ethan Legg. Legg from his own end will dump it into the corner. All the way around the boards here for an opportunity now for Logan McMurray. From behind the net, Evan Hay tries to bump him off the puck. Coming around the boards there, they try and send one to the front of the net. Knocked down again. Shot right to the front of the goal. That gets knocked down. That leads to Kingston back up the other way. He'll bring it in, gets knocked down here by the Toros in their own end and gets chipped out. This leads to an opportunity for Logan McMurray. McMurray couldn't get one to the front of the net as he took it in behind the goal. From behind, here comes a chance now for Kingston. Showing some speed through center and flips it to himself. McCracken going after it. McCracken almost got filled into the boards there from behind the net. Tipped it out through center. Trace Whitlock going after the puck. That got kept in. Good job there by Cliff to keep that blue line as they try and dig that puck free. Good job this time by Sickmer, who sends one on goal. That'll get stopped there by Pierce on the shot from the line. Face-off now is off to the left of the goal. Quick shot right off the draw is kicked off to the right by Pierce. Trying to fire this out. Here comes a chance now. Racing after it there was McCracken with a pass out of the reach on the other side. Back in behind the goal. Gets slapped around behind the net. Here comes a chance to try and fire it away. As Kingston get it. Shot on net. Got blocked. Hit his man. Went behind the goal. Finding the loose puck and sending it away now for Shaw. Can't get it out. Kennedy's shot is blocked as well. Up here for Trace Whitlock. Whitlock getting up there with Hill. Here's a shot. As he puts it right on goal, it gets stopped there by Pierce, but we're going to get a penalty coming up for hooking. Face-off now is off to the right of the Kingston end. Trying to get this back to the line. That goes over the stick. Racing after it back in his own end comes Brad Hagan, who will pick it up. Brad Hagan will take it from behind his own goal to start off this Toros power play. Leading it up from his own end comes Cole Tassila up over the line. Trying to get around the defender. He sends one to the goal, but not to the front of the net. Brock Gardner with it now. Back here to the blue line for Cole Housen. Housen rocks the line, sets it up to the side. He sets it up now for out of the reach of the oncoming player. Kept in again by Housen with a shot. Again, hits his own play, hits a player right in front. Upple and gets sent high off glass down the ice. Alan Mundy comes out to play it. Leaving it for Brad Hagan as they started out. Knocked down here by Page as he tried to go to the front of the net and couldn't do it. Another strong backhand. Back into the corner. Coming after it there was Cole Housen here on the other side. Taken away by the Toros as they lead it in. That lead pass was for Logan McMurray, trying to bring it in over the line. McMurray wraps it around the boards, trying to get kept in by Hill, and he does. Hill's going to get this again. Now a set up Whitlock, who looks for an open lane and can't shoot. Back here for Fair. Braden Fair to the other side for Whitlock. Good drop pass. Fair isn't going to be able to shoot one to the net either on that shot. Evan Hay will fire it around. It's in that left corner to try and get it back here to the blue line. It'll go back here for Braden Fair, who can't shoot that one, as that goes back in behind the net to try and find Evan Hay. Firing it out. That's going over the stick. Back into the corner. First one back here is McCormick trying to win this race, and he does. McCormick is off to the corner now. It's off from behind the net. Picked up here by the Toros, Braden Fair. Fair will take this back in behind his own net and now move it away for Bishop. Bishop trying to get it out of his own end, and he does. Got it up through center for Brock Gardner, who tries to get free. Gardner's shot. It might have caught the stick there of Pierce on that shot. Trying to tip it away through center. He brings it in and flips it on goal. It's going to miss the net. From behind the net there was Shaw to try and dig it free. Ben Shaw. He's getting some help there with Tasla to try and dig the puck out. Along with Bishop. Kicked away here by Tasla through center. He'll flip it to himself as he gets around Kennedy. He's got Gardner as well, and the pass was in the feet of Gardner. Kept in there from the line though. A shot. That's not going to get through to the front of the net. From behind they go for the wraparound, and Pierce was right there to make that stop. Right back in behind the goal. As that's Gardner trying to take that pass from behind the net. Brock Gardner will get it again. Gardner right in front. Chance to shoot it. It's from the slot area. He drops it off. Shot by Shaw is going to get tipped, but not to the front of the net. Clearing it back in their own end. It comes around the other side. From their own zone. Trying to get this out and up through center. It's a late pass to bring it in. Brodhagen will come back in his own end. Let's try and fire it around. Here comes a chance to get it away through center. He'll find it, but he'll dump it into the zone. Kept out the boards. That is McCaw, who'll set it up. Can't that one to the front of the net. As it's in behind the goal, Knox is racing after it against Shaw. Good job here by Cliff to try and get it. Knocked down here by Kingston. Cliff will pick that up. Cliff got hooked up, stays on his feet, fires it back in behind the Kingston net. 2:30 left to go here in the game. Toros trying to hold on to a 3-1 lead. They scored 3 in the first period, which has stood up so far. Kingston's only goal came in the second on a power play goal by McCormick from behind their own net. Alan Mundy had to be strong to start this game because Kingston was putting on a whole lot of pressure before the Toros finally struck on their first power play by McMurray. Gardner got one even strength, and then Jackson Brodhagen scored another power play goal. So the special teams were rolling for the Toros in that first period from behind their own net. And special teams clicked for Kingston as well because their lone goal was on a power play. So both teams with a power play goal here in the game. Toros with 2 of them. McMurray will push that back in behind the net. From behind the goal, trying to dump him off the puck. 1:40 left to go here in period number 2. Trying to clear this out of the zone here with a pass. That's Ethan Sickma going back in his own end, picking it up to try and clear it away. That's knocked down here by Uppel, and he's going to get knocked off the puck by Ethan Legg. Right to the front of the net, trying to fire this off the hard glass, and Souza was there instead. Hard out, knocked down here by Beaubien, and Beaubien will try and keep control of it. Back here to the blue line. He's not going to be able to control it. Flipped out. Here comes Cole Tassler now. Tassler trying to take one to the front of the net, and before he could pull the trigger, he gets bowled over there and knocked off his feet. Here comes a chance to shoot the puck. He's off to the right side. Back here to the blue line, a shot. Blocker save there by Pierce. It's in the corner now to try and win the puck. Hard off the boards here to try and clear it away for Kingston as he brings it in is McCormick. McCormick is splitting some D's and walking right in, and he gets held up as he tried to take one to the goal, but Mundy made the stop as McCormick was taken down trying to stuff it in. Face-off now is off to the right of the Toros end, and that shot was right off the draw. The penalty went to Brodhagen. Kennedy, that shot goes wide. Here comes a chance now. Shot on net. High, block it away there by Alan Mundy, back in behind the net. Right in front of the goal, tipped out. Trying to get this loose puck here back to the line of shot. Missing Mundy, kept in here by Kennedy. Right back in behind the goal, that is going to do it. As Page, one more shot. That gets blocked and goes around the net. The Toros pick up a big 3-1 victory over Kingston in this one. 3 goals in that first period. One by McMurray, power play. An even strength goal by Brock Gardner. And a power play goal by Jackson Brodhagen. And the Toros can celebrate a Saturday evening victory over Kingston. Thank you for watching this under 15 AA action. We'll take a little break and then we'll have the under 18 AA with a big game coming up against Peterborough. Until then, we'll have yourself a great night. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman.